How you doing? My name's Randy, and in this video we're going to be testing 3D printed threads. I'm going to see how much they can actually hold. You know, I know there's a lot of variables depending on, you know, the size of the bolt, how many threads. It's really ultimately, I think, boils down to how much surface area actually touches the threads. This is a product that I sell. It helps hold anchor bolts into place. And I'm sure one of the questions may be is like, well, how much are these things going to hold? You know, can they support the weight? Everything's heavy duty in the world of concrete. So I'm sure that this is going to be something that's going to be a little bit of a concern to some people thinking, hey, is this, you know, it's just as a piece of plastic. Is this going to hold up what it needs to hold up? I know it will. Do I know how much it's going to hold? No, but I think I might be surprised. I think some of you might be surprised. So I guess we're going to find out together. So a little bit more detail. This is for an 1.125" anchor bolt, and it's 1.5 inches tall. So just to give you an idea of the surface area, how many threads are going to be holding this. This is made out of PETG, and this video is not going to be this all-inclusive testing, which I see some of the guys on YouTube do, where it's like, you know, all the different materials and different threads, and I don't have all the fancy gear that some of them have for doing the testing. This is really just sort of for my own curiosity in this particular situation. Well, it holds up at least this much. So I wasn't really sure what to expect with the first test, but once we started adding on the weights and it didn't hear any budging at all, I kind of knew once we started to get closer to the end that it was going to be a non-issue to support all that weight. So yeah, at least 320 pounds at this point. So I came up with this sort of Frankenstein jig here because I don't have some of the equipment other people have. So my thought process was to use these bottle jacks, but I felt like I needed to use two because I needed to go up evenly on either side. So I kind of welded up this funky little jig. So we're going to see how this works out. I made this funky little tool out of rebar to hopefully move these bottle jacks up at the same time. Okay, now we're catching it. Now I suspect that this is not going to take too long to get up to whatever the strength is. I'm really hoping this doesn't get sketchy and just blow apart and take out who knows what, but we're going to give it a shot and see. I think this scale, I think it's rated for like 800 something pounds. I doubt that we're going to get to that, but we'll see. Wow. Whoa. Oh, something happened. What's going on here? I think we maxed this out. Huh. Okay. So, I guess I let off a little. Oh, 885 pounds. I guess, well, it held up at least that much. I might need to get a heavier duty scale. So I got a heavier duty scale, and we're gonna see how this one holds up. This one's rated for 2,200 pounds. I mean, there's no way it's gonna make 2,200 pounds. But yeah, I actually had to put shoes on, because this is a little starting to feel a little sketchy. But because I mean, once the thing blows apart, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I guess theoretically these will tip back and maybe this will fall down. I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. So here we go, moment of truth, I guess. Let's see, 1,100 pounds. Huh. What the? I don't know if you can see this. This metal plate's bent up here. Whew. That was kind of exciting. I gotta find the other piece, but it's kind of what's left to it. I mean, I gotta say that's pretty impressive. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I wasn't entirely sure what to expect. I knew they were pretty strong, so you know, the first test with the weights, that wasn't too surprising. But, you know, after I did the first scale test and I had to buy a heavier duty scale, I'm like, man, then I was just really curious. I'm like, how much can these things hold, you know? When I slowed the video down and looked at the scale's rated for 2,200 pounds. And if you look at it, it says, I think it said full or whatever. So I think it maxed out right when it was done. So we'll say 2,200 pounds. I would say it might be a little bit higher than that, but I mean, 2,200 pounds, that's pretty crazy for a 3D printed thread, in my opinion.